Station everybody, because we've station everybody, because we've got the great Herminio. Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Woo, 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 woo. Chicka woo. Yo, what's up, station to everyone? What is going on? Yet another fantastic show we got in store for you today, like we always do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. The amazing Spider-Man 52, coming 52 and 53. You know what I'm saying? So this is, of course, the Big Herm Show with Primetime Time in the house. What is going on, Mr. Tom?
Hey, not too much. Been a rainy week here in Oregon.
Rain in Oregon? No, that never happens. No way. But yeah. So So how was your week, man?
Not too bad. Yeah, we had trying to remember. I think we had Monday off for Veterans Day, which was nice. Yeah.
Always nice to have a day off. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had an okay week. You know, what I mean, not nothing special, but nothing went too wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just normal work week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty much slow in my job right now, but things will pick up eventually. You know what I'm saying? We got a big holiday coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Black Friday, big holiday. Oh wait, Thanksgiving, the big. Oh yeah, forgot about that one. I thought it was Black Friday. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty much, you probably off too, because the school's off. You know what I mean? Some offices are off. I'm even off. I'm off that Thursday and Friday. So I'm get to eat, watch some football, and then shop online on Friday, because I'm not going out there. I don't do that no more. I don't know if you do that, but I don't do that no more.
No, it's crazy.
I mean, I'm just glad, that it's a Friday again, not Black Thursday, when everybody's eating and people are online and stuff going crazy for stuff you probably could have bought a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And, for maybe a $1 more or $2 more. But teachers own, that'll come eventually. But of course, we're here to celebrate. Well, not celebrate. We always celebrating some Spider-Man up in here. The Set Boys run. You know what I mean? A lot of people like, oh, that's the worst run ever. You know what I mean? The run before was the worst one ever. The one before that, you know what I mean? I guess the next one's gonna be worse than this one. You know what I mean?
No.
I just, but of course, I said it earlier. Amazing Spider-Man 40. 40. We're going backwards. 52 and 53. So that's pretty much what we're doing. And of course, next week, we definitely going to be back. Excuse me a little bit. I'm doing this show off my phone this week. I was too lazy to I'm at my mom's today. I was too lazy to bring over my computer so I can have a much better show. So I'm doing everything through the phone. And I don't know. I know Phable has done shows through the phone, and it's a pain in the where. You know what I mean? I'm just like looking like, boom. Why do you do that? And then I'm mistaken. There we go. Next week's show. We'll be back next week again, 12 p.m. East on Sunday for lunchtime or breakfast for some people on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like my man right here.
Hey,
He had probably
yep,
had to rush his breakfast so he could be on this show because it's morning for him.
yep. You
And
know
then,
that, like they say, West Coast is the best coast. Oh,
oh, that's what I heard. It's a lie, but I heard that. Yeah, you know. So yeah, so 54 and
54.
55 will be done next week. And of course, the week after that, we have the big issue 950. So for whatever reason, 56 gets smaller, and then the big 950 gets up in there. So, so this one, of course, it's being 2 weeks from now, and we're definitely gonna cover this by itself because it's a bigger book and it deserves its own. It's part of the finale of this particular arc. So we count down to number 60, which I think I projected to do number 60 by the third week of December. And with
Wow.
the new year, we'll bring in the new run. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
something like that. But are you excited? You heard of anything about the new run yet?
I think it'll be. I think it'll start off good.
Uh, it usually does. I hear good things about it, but you know it goes, and then people get
Well,
tired of
yeah.
it. Like, oh, it sucks now. You know what I mean?
Hearing good things is one thing, and then actually diving into it and experiencing it is another.
Yeah, yeah. But like I said last week, that run, Joe Kelly is going for 3 issues, and
Mhm.
then another writer and artist is taking over. So it's
Yeah.
like Joe Kelly and Ed McGuinness will be back for it. So we're happy about that.
Oh
And
yeah.
then a writer, I guess they're testing them out. That's what Marvel does. They test out these other writers to see if they can do those issues. And then be like, "Ooh, announcement! These guys will be the new. These guys will be at the new." You know what I mean? I don't know why I had to sound like that, but you know.
So
But
are you ready for that special Big Herm's Collectibles holiday special where you cover the whole run of Jackpot and Black Cat?
oh
Uh,
yeah, I'm ready for that run, especially that you're covering it because you have all the issues. And you know, I just sit here and watch like this. You know what I mean? So, so I'm definitely ready for that one. You know what I mean? But of course, enough of that. It's time to get to why we're here, right? You know what I mean? We're not here to hang out. Well, we are here to
is
hang
that
out.
a
But
is that a Jets jersey I see you wearing?
yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
It's football Sunday, so I'm gonna wear my team, even though they stink balls. You know what I mean? They're not going anywhere this year, but you know I'm still gonna root for them. Still, they play the Colts. I think they play the Colts at home. If we can't beat that team, then we I give up. I guess. But every Sunday I'm gonna watch. They're good thing next week they can't lose. They can't win, but they can't lose because they have a bye week next week. So you know what I
Yeah.
mean. I mean, if you lose a bye week, then you know what good are you? You know. But station, we got a station to our only guest in the chat.
Jason
Station.
Stu.
Thanks for joining us for a bit, Mr. Stu. Dr. Doom. He has his own show with Eric and stuff like that. They killing it on that show. Uh, if I'm mistaken, one week is in one channel, the other week is in the other channel. At least I have a hard time trying to find your show sometimes. Like or maybe they both have the shows simultaneously doing it. Anyway, sometimes I watch
Yeah.
the show on Eric's channel and sometimes I watch it on Stu's channel. You know what I mean? But they put on a great show there. Um, he said, "What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well."
You too.
Yeah, man, we switch back and forth. Okay, I'm not crazy then. I'm not crazy because I was just like, wait, wasn't this on the other? Yeah, I'll just watch it here. Next thing you know, it's gonna be on Primetime Tom's channel. I'm like, what are you doing over there? You know what I mean? But a great show. You guys are doing a great job, man. I get to watch on the rewind because a lot of times when they go on, I'm done. Like I'll be like, yes, I'm gonna go in the chat, say hello, you know, enjoy it, and then boom, I'm knocked out. I wake up and the show's over. They're like, see you later, guys. I'm like, oh damn. Go. All right, man. Enough babbling along. Let's do what we came here for. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
what was it? What are we
What?
here for? Batman. I mean, oh wait,
Oh wait, what? What? What?
no,
What?
no,
What?
no,
What?
no.
What? No, 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 not that one. Oh man. Thank you, brother. And I feel you. It's past my bedtime, honestly. Yeah. But yeah. So we're here for. I'm covering this one this week. Like I said, I'm doing this off my phone. So usually I put my bubble bigger, and when he goes, he puts his bubble bigger, and I'm small, and he's small like that. But I'm not on this phone. I don't think you can do that. It's not letting me, and I don't want to press end by mistake and end the show. But like the shortest show ever, you know what I mean? Shortest show we did. But right here, the Amazing Spider-Man number 52 we're covering, which has again the homage cover to the ASM 300. You know what I
Oh yeah.
mean? The big you know what I'm saying? A big uh Venom cover and stuff like that. Is it his first appearance? Is it not? Who knows? But this right here is the cover of what was it? Spidey Goblin.
Red Goblin.
But so, yeah, I like it. I like it. It has it says ha 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 everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Pretty solid cover.
Yeah.
I felt like I should have bought an extra cover and then just use this one for reading. You know what I mean? So I might mess it up by just opening it up and stuff, which a lot of people get nightmares. Like, oh no, why is he opening like that? What are you doing, Herm, with the book? You know what I'm saying? But keep on keeping on. Look, say hi real quick to Billy Power Max Station. My
Station.
man Kenneth, what is up, Station? And let's okay, we're gonna move it on. So this one starts with Craven the Hunter goes, I am a hunter. And he like, I have also been prey. These men are neither. These goes beyond competitions, behind hatred. I'm remembered of two dueling silverbacks in the combo, look at me. And creatures who know in their bones, nature only has room for one of them. The broken one tenses, death is near. And he's like, as I flee without hesitation or shame, I know. So it seems just talking, blabbing around, and then like Spidey Goblin and Chasm in the house, they're ready to battle it on.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, only one will survive this. And an awesome double page spread again by my man Ed McGuinness.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, love it. Love it. Gorgeous. After getting it on, Spidey Goblin versus Chasm. As we go over to my man Ozzy the singer, Norman Osborn, as he's in the office, and his assistant's like, I, I mean, I'm gonna say different words because reading all this is crazy. But his assistant's like, are you really gonna sign off your whole corporation, your whole company, to Peter Parker? May I ask why? He's like, well, in the future, Oscorp is gonna be a liability. So it's necessary just give it to Parker and let him deal with all the problems. You know what I mean? And, you know, and it helps myself. And then he's like, "Hold on, there's a click." He's looking at the security monitor as he sees Kamala Khan.
Uh-huh.
Dun dun dun. He's like, "Get me the front desk now, Miss Johnson. How long has Kamala Khan been in my building?" And she's like, "Over an hour, Mr. Osborne." He's like, "When were you planning on telling me?" And she's like, "You weren't to be disturbed. Would you like me to send her up?" He's like, "No, I don't want you to send her up. I'm not supposed to be here, remember? Now, if you want, what are you looking at?" And she's like, "Mr. Osborne." And Kamala Khan's there, and she's like, "That's okay, I'm leaving. I just wanted to see how I'd be received. I'll catch Mr. Osborn later. So she's like, so Kamala Khan is looking at, to see if that's really Norman Osborn or someone else. So she's catching on what's going on. The dude is a loony now. You know what I mean? So she's confirming. Next page, we go back to the bottom. Spider Goblin versus Chasm. As the Goblin's like, you picked the wrong day to cross me, Ben. Whatever sympathies I had for you are gone. I hope you as afraid as you should be. And he's like, you idiot. You think I'm here to fight you? I was in the Wrinkler device. I got a glimpse of what the Green Goblin put in your head. He is using you. And I'm here to put an end to it, one way or another. And then Spidey Goblin's like, my God, you're delusional. Still trying to be a hero? You actually think someone as pathetic as you can save me? And he's like, well, come on, Ben. You want to save me? Save me! And he launches after him. And he yells again, save me! And he's just like, boom. Great art again. Great
Really
art.
good art, yeah.
Just how you see that page, they're going off. Then that
And that Spidey Goblin glider looks really cool.
Goblin's Light is amazing. Back to New Jersey, where Kamala Khan's at, and she's like, I'm back where it all began. She's from Jersey, Jersey City, in the house. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, Norman causes damage, sending Peter to another dimension. The machine Osborn built to do it pulled me into his orbit, into Peter's life, and to my well. I don't like to think about that. And she's like, huh? Doc Ock? As you see the arms go after her. So she thinks it's Doc Ock. And she punches him. And he's like, wait! And then he crashes into Jonah Jameson. And Jameson, be careful with those things. And he's like, I'm doing my best. I wouldn't admit that. And the assistant's like, Connor's assistant's like, hey, show Dr. Connor some respect. And Kamala Khan, she's Miss Marvel now, she's not Kamala Khan. She's like, what is going on here? So as you see right there, you see Jonah get attacked, and it wasn't Doc Ock, it was Dr. Connors.
It's pretty funny that the Living Brain would gather a group of including Jonah Jameson.
Yep. And out of nowhere, the brain goes, generating answers to Curie. What going on here? Generated. You're late. That's what's going on here. And she's like, I'm late. I don't know who you are, and I don't have time for this games. The Green Goblin is back, and this means I'm supposed to meet Spider-Man here. And he's like, I know your and Spider-Man plan, miss, come on. It was I who helped him make it. And then back to the battle. Spidey Goblin's like, you must have known it would end this way. It never goes well for you. And then you see Chadman like, oh. And he's like, when you stand between me and something I want. And then at the end in the corner, our guy, Craven's like, the spear. Because he's holding on to the spear.
Mm-hmm.
And Goblin's like, and Ben's like, you have no idea what you want. You're doing Green Goblin's bidding, and you don't even know it. And he's like, I suppose you would know. And then he slaps him. Benny boy, my little clown, the one who thought he could steal my life. And Ben's like, Peter, you have to fight this. Quiet, Benny boy. I have a secret identity to keep after all. And he headsbutts him. And then back to Kamala Khan and the group. And the brain is like, as you can see, Osborn has been buying new companies, drastically expanding the Oscorp empire. most alarming. He's putting these companies in Peter Parker's name. And then Jameson's like, this has to do something. This has something to do with Spider-Man's disappearance. And Kamala's like, where did you get all this data? And the brain's like, I sacrificed a large part of my knowledge to construct this body. I no longer understand the universe or cheese, but I kept everything necessary to intact the contingency plan for the Green Goblin's return that I developed with Spider-Man as well as other personal projects. And Kamala Khan's like, but that's the problem. Uh, the plan heavily involves Spider-Man and he's missing in action. And he's like, don't worry, I still have enough synopsis in the brain of to improvise when I need to. I found us another Spider-Man. And out of nowhere, look tight, big believers. Red Crab is in the room. And he's like, the wall's walking. Wreck Rap is reporting for all your web wangling needs. Come on, I was like, what? And then back to the so we have the return of Wreck Rap, which is one of our favorite characters.
Well,
Still want the figure. Let's get
our
it,
our
Marvel.
favorite.
Let's get it. And Chasm and Spider Goblin is still fighting. He's like, and Goblin's like, you're impotence, been ineffective. You always have been. I bury Spider-Man in so much hate and fear that no one can find him. Least of all empty clones filled with. And then out of nowhere, as he's squeezing Chasm's head, some goo comes out of nowhere. He's like, with? And Chasm's like, psycho reactive goo. And then there's goo all over the goblin, Spidey Goblin. He's like, what you do to me? And he's like, the goo is only showing you what you did to yourself. And he's like, my mind, get out! And out of nowhere, he changes back into Spider-Man. And Spider's like, huh? What? Ben? And he's like, where am I? What am I doing here? The spear he sent me for this, I think it's the only thing that can stop it. Ben, I thank you. And then Chaz and Ben, he's like, I actually thought that was gonna kill him. As he looks with Craven there. So Spidey gets back into normal with this goo. How? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Yeah. There was no like we'll discuss it more when we're talking about the book, but keep on keeping on. Spidey's thinking the goblin used of the Winkler vice to make it a home in my head. Use me to get this. He's like, the only thing that can remove the goblin sins from Norman, I have to plan my next. And as he starts, his brain starts getting, and he starts going, He's like, no, the programming is still in my head from the Winkler device. He's like, I don't have much time. Move, Peter. And then and the next page, he's like, the Green Goblin wants a spear. I'm going to give it to him right through the heart. And then on the bottom, you see a Green Goblin going, to be continued. As you see Spider-Man with the spear. So he's threatening to stab him in the heart, which we all know Spider-Man, he doesn't kill.
No.
But, of course, a part of, the Winkler device is still in him. So he's trying to get it out of his head. And, of course, the next issue, which we're going to cover in a minute. Right here. So, with this said, what you think of this issue, Mr. Primetime?
I thought it was pretty good. It was nice seeing, Miss Marvel comes, flying in to the rescue, and of course our freakish fanboy web winging
Rick Rap.
freak Rip.
Rick Rap in the house right there. I was like, hell yeah. We all love us some rec rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of rec rap haters out there, but
I think that's Ed McGuinness' character that he keeps wanting to draw him in, so Zeb Wells keeps bringing him in and stuff like that. Which, like I said, I think people are 50-50 on it. There's people that can't stand him, and there's people
Mm,
like us that really like him. You know what I mean? Um, I
yeah, the whole it was cool seeing Chasm come in and actually wanting to help him and thinking, wow, Peter's really suffering here. And it's like somebody's got to help him. I don't want him to you know become a monster and stuff
it's
like
kind
that.
of it. Well, he like even though even though Ben Riley has been taking a lot of memories of good has been taken out of him and stuff, and he's been influenced in other ways. He's still got the heart of a Peter Parker. You know what I mean? He's still a
Mhm.
clone.
Yeah.
He was just directed a different way, but he still have those kind of feelings where he doesn't want what happened to him to happen to Peter and stuff like that. Because Peter, his memory hasn't been taken away. He just got Norman Osborn's sins in him.
Hmm.
So and with the Winkler device and everything, yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool. So it's cool to see Ben back. You know what I mean? Um, of course, we want to see him as a Scarlet Spider again. I think that's eventually coming back. But for now, it's good to see him back, and I like to see Miss Marvel back.
Yeah.
They didn't after everything that happened with the X-Men, the death and stuff. The fact that she's back and they make her a part of the team, I freaking love her. So having her back in this and everything, especially she doesn't have her own series right now. So seeing her back is pretty cool. Um yeah, all in all, like the action was pretty good. Um and stuff like that. And which we can't wait to get to the next issue because I'm here. I was ready to say something that happened in the next issue. I was like, wait, that happened in the next issue. Let me calm down. And to have Spidey Goblin square off against Chasm was pretty cool, considering all. Um, yeah, man. So if you grade this book, what would you grade it?
Um, let me think. Let's go with a 3.75 maybe.
Okay, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, we enjoyed it pretty much. We enjoyed it pretty much. I like the Connors had the Doc Ock,
Yeah.
um, arms and stuff like that. Um, yeah. So there's not much left to say. There was a lot of action in this one. Like I said, they're moving on. They keep on keeping on with the issue, which is
Hmm.
we like to see. There was a lot of rambling at one point, but I'll give it a solid 3.5 from me. I thought it was excellent. For a book with everything that's going on, this arc outside of the Tombstone arc, it's pretty good. And I love we love the Green Goblin, so to have him back, Norman's finally back. It took a long time for it to happen, all the way back to the Jumbo run, but no, the Nick Nixon run. I'm sorry, but yeah. So pretty decent book, pretty decent book, and it keep on keeping on to the next one. Before we get to that, let me say hi to a couple of more people in the chats. My
Okay.
lady. Station Maria.
Station
Station,
Maria.
she's working hard right now, but she came in to say hi. And of course, Shelly.
Hey, Sheila.
Station. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. You know what I mean? We all love our guy Sam still. So
For
she
sure,
pops
man.
in and say hello to us every once in a while. Thank you for keeping us in your memories and coming in. And of course, Sheena in the house station.
Station.
Were wonderful shows. Sorry I'll be missing them. I always miss them. Every time you guys go live, you girls. But y'all do a wonderful show, and I love watching the rewinds and stuff like that. Y'all amazing. You and Ninja. So heck yeah, heck yeah. Station to you guys. Much love. But keep on keeping on, cause it's your turn, my man. And what issue are you doing?
Hmm. Is this 44? No.
What? We're going backwards?
So I got the cool what if Disney cover with
Disney
Mickey, Minnie,
cover.
and Goofy. Yeah,
I love it, man. I
yeah,
never get tired of those, man. I don't care. Like
I know.
keep bringing them in. You know what I'm saying? This is the original cover, the A cover, right here for number 53.
53.
So, of course, Zeb Wells at McGinnis.
I
So
love that one. That's awesome.
there you go. So
And this
there you
cover,
go, man.
this cover's by I think it's Ivan Bagarella.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
So back at Oscorp. So Norman's having like a Zoom call with his lawyers, and one of his lawyers is like, "It's done, Mr. Osborne. Once Peter Parker gives his consent, a cascade of legal agreements will execute effectively, turning your empire over to him." He's like, "That's great. Commence with the plan." And she's like, "But sir, we just have to make sure that you're in your right mind." Yeah, right.
Okay.
And he's like, "That's enough." It's like, "I will let you know shortly when I hear back from Parker." And she's like, but wait, Mr. Osborne." He's like, "Goodbye." And then, "Barb, is the building cleared?" Secretary Barb is on there. "Sir, it's Peter Parker. He just buzzed in." And he's like, "Ha ha ha." He's like, "Really?" She's like, "He's in the clean room where the living brain was." And she's like, "Do you want me to have him escorted out?" He's like, "No, that's not necessary. I've been expecting him." And then he's like, on an earpiece, he's like, "Ha ha ha, Peter." He's like, "You're late, my boy. Did you bring me my spear? It's fitting that we finish this in the lab, don't you think, Peter?" And then, beep, 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 beep. "Peter isn't here." And it's the reinforcements. Miss Marvel and our favorite dude, Rip Rap.
Which he kind of says, what do you say?
Oh, yeah. He's all like, "It's slobbering time."
I think he got that one wrong, but okay. It's slobbering time.
And of course, Norman's all like pissed off. He's like, "Who do you people think you are?" He's like, "How'd you get inside?" And Miss Marvel's like, "Well, little did you know, the whole time Peter worked for you, he was putting together a plan to take you down, Green Goblin, because he knew you were going to come back." And he's like, "Oh, really? Well, let me introduce you to the difficult part. Me." And then elsewhere.
Meanwhile,
So Spidey's like fighting, the sins of Norman inside. He's like, gotta fight it. Ugh! I can still feel his thoughts rattling in my brain. He's telling me to bring him the spear. I gotta fight this. He's like, but I'm gonna bring it to him, all right. And he sees the Winkler device, like a piece of it, and he's like, okay, I have a great idea. He thinks, oh, so Norman thinks he's a smart, a genius. Well, he's got another thing coming. And he's like tinkering with it. He's like, obsessive. So Norman's got OCD and how he operates his mind. And he's like, no. He's like, oh, show them how. He's like, no, that's the goblin talking. He's like, keep a cooler head, Peter. He's like, this is too important. So he fashions the Winkler device to the end of the spear. He's like, I only got one shot at this. And then back to the action of Green Goblin and Ms. Marvel. He's like, He's like, the thought that you could stop me when Spider-Man couldn't? Who do you think you are? And she's like, underestimated for one thing, not alone for the other. And then you've got Dr. Connor. He's like all like flopping around with Doc Ock's arms. And the brain is like, he's like, what am I supposed to do with these things? I just put these on an hour ago. And the brain's like, zip, zip. He's like using Otto Octavius's apparatus to fight the Green Goblin to a standstill, giving me time to calculate the villain's final goal. And Green Goblin's like, I'm sick of this. You're gonna help me, you fool. So he basically like slaps the little group there with the arms. And then here we have Not So Fast, Gobble Green. You got Red Rat basically kicking him in the face. He's like, slams him against the wall. Wham! He's like, Red Rat's like, oh, is this really happening? And Green Goblin's like, oh, what? Red Rat's like look at him in the face, like that classic scene from Toby Spider-Man. And Red Rat's like, oh, do we both take our masks off at the same time? Who kisses who? It's really, really up close and personal. And that's obviously, pissing the Green Goblin off. He's like, is this funny to you? And Rep's like, no, is this the right answer? And then he's like, I'm going to show you how seriously this is. And then, here comes the glider.
Uh-oh.
Bam!
Just like the movie.
Yeah.
Or the old school comic.
Yeah, the old school comic, yep.
Took him out, man.
Yep, and then basically he's, caught in the heart of the gut, and he's like, ooh, cool. Because that's Red Rat.
There goes the death of Red Rat, man.
Well, I hope not.
What are you talking about? He's done, man. Once you're dead in the comics, you're dead, right? No?
No? Wait a minute. Is Miss Marvel really Miss Marvel, or is she a clone?
What?
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
She didn't die.
And then, back in the hidden headquarters of the Sinister Six. He goes back to Craven. He's like looking at all the guys knocked out from Spidey Goblin. He's like, I have chosen the way of honor. I have made my word impeccable. And I have sworn myself to these men. Honor dictates I stay by their side. He's like, but there are greater things at play here. Forces they'll never understand. And so I abandon my honor and flee toward my fate. And Miss Marvel, they go back to the Oscorp, and she's all like yelling at Green Goblin. She's like, because of what he did to Red Rat. She's like, 1,000 times over. And then he's like, 1,000 times over, 1,000,000 times to come. And he's like throwing pumpkin bombs at her. He's like, I won't even remember killing you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool scene there with the flying pumpkins. And I also like how he focuses on her stretch ability.
Yeah.
Is really cool. And then you hear this voice, enough! And then it's like the living brain dude. He's like, I have intuited your plan, Mr. Green Goblin. I know what you have in store for Peter Parker. And he's like, yeah, really? Then there's nothing you can do to stop it. And then living brain's like, wrong. I carry with me a precious gem, my most prized possession, the key to your defeat. Watch this. And then and basically self-destruct.
Jeez.
They
don't make them like they used to, huh?
Yeah, his head pops out. And Green Goblin's like, what the hell? He's like, I didn't do that. And Kamala's all like, she puts on the Doc Ock's arms. And she's like, I'm really getting tired of this. I'm past caring. And Dr. Connors is like, whoa, easy there, Miss Marvel. Those things are harder to use than they look.
She
punches
the crap out of him, though.
Oh, yeah. Grabs him in her grip. And then we cut back to And Jonah Jameson, he's like, so like, what are you doing? Hurry up. He's like talking to the intern. The intern's like, come on, give me a break, man. You told me to hurry up and you don't even know what the heck I'm doing. And he's like, I need some more time. And then he like panics and says, the chamber below the facility, that's his plan. So he's trying to go underground. And then it goes back to the fight scene. Kamal's like, yeah, here's what you really don't understand. She's like, whatever your scheme is, we're going to stop it. We always were. Whatever you did to Spider-Man, your plan's going to fail. And he's like, oh, really? And what will you do, my dear girl, when you realize Spider-Man is the plan? And then, our man Spidey comes in with the spear. And then Green Goblin's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Good boy, you brought me my spear. And Spidey's like, yeah, but this isn't gonna go down like you think it is. And he's like, you haven't been thinking for yourself, have you? And Spidey's like, whatever you had planned for this spear, I've got better ideas. So he's just basically wailing on Green Goblin, going to town. And he's like, what do you think? And then Green Goblin's like, this is not what we agreed on, Spider-Man, and it's a game. I'm tired of playing. And Kamala's like, Spider-Man, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine, Miss Marvel. But this is a battle I have to finish on my own. You've done enough. And then he falls Green Goblin underground. And she's like, I'm not going to let him, Miss Marvel's like, I'm not going to let him go without help. And next thing you know, the panels close underground.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, crap. And she's like, yelling to the intern. She's like, Doug, we need to get that door open. She's like, Doug? And the next thing you know, the door will remain closed. And it's Craven.
Oh.
And he's got Jameson and Doug in a headlock. He's like, the spider and the goblin must go into the darkness together, and only one will return. And then it goes back to the fight underground. And he's like, where are you, Petey, my boy? Peter's like lunging at him with the spear. You thought I was going to destroy this for you? That was your plan, to use me as your pawn? You didn't think I'd get my mind back and use it on you. And he's like, actually, my dear boy, that is my plan. Love that art. And then I guess he was able to get the spear into him. He's like, ah! Like, swoosh, and there's like electricity, and they both get knocked back. And Goblin's like, it was you, Peter. The Sins want you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, yeah.
To be
Woo.
continued.
Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just when you thought Peter Parker was out of the woods, boom, the whole sins go right back into him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Yeah, man, I thought it was pretty good action in this one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We had more happen to Peter. This one focused more on oh man, more on Peter trying to get his thing going. But of course, we saw the death of Wreck Rap. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on. I'm not counting our boy out yet.
He's done, bro. That's it, man.
Oh, come on. No.
Pour one out to our guy Wreck Rap. He's done.
Boo.
Our guy Tom, he's in denial. He's in denial. Once you die in the comics, you stay dead. So not gonna happen. Just Oh man. But yeah, so the battle continued and stuff like that. Spidey came back finally, and then boom. he gets he gets that thing drawn right into him. Which we next week we're covering 54, which is probably the final part of this arc right here. We get to see how it ends. But this one issue was pretty good too. I thought the other
Yeah.
one was a little better, but this one was pretty good too. Like it just kept on with the action. Um, you got some more Miss Marvel action up in here, and then of course, you also have the death of the Living Brain. Rest in peace, Living Brain. As he goes, he tries to help, and then he just poof. I guess just taking himself out of his main spot in the cocoon he was in, and he got out. It was just too much for him. So
Yeah, man. That
uh,
yeah, that was almost like yeah. I think the whole living brain thing was almost kind of pointless, but
it was. That's the only part. Like stuff like this, you know what I mean? It was just like, let me just re-go in here real quick. Stuff like that, it wasn't unnecessary. You could have gone without it, but I guess like that's all storyline from the past, especially from the annual that we got last year. You know what I mean? I guess he didn't. Zeb Wells didn't want to just throw it aside and never talk about it again. So at least you know what happened there. Um, what else? There was something else we were supposed to address. I completely forgot. But yeah, what was it? Was it the last issue that was like out of nowhere? Like we were like, anyway, we'll remember eventually. But yeah, like not much happens outside of a lot of the action. Not much happened. We have two of the side characters die. The Living Brain and Wreck Rap. You know what I mean? He's gone. I mean, Tom got. You have to live with it, man. You have to live with it. He's gone, man. So a lot of action, a lot of the final showdown. It shows here. You already know it's gonna be to be continued between the original Green Goblin, and I guess the Spider Goblin's coming back for one more issue. And we thought he was
uh-huh.
gone. Nope, he'll be back. So if I had to give this one a grade, I think this one was slightly under the other issue. I thought the other issue was a little better, so I'll give this one a 3.25. You know what I'm saying? I thought
Okay.
that's pretty good. You know what I mean? What did
Yeah.
you grade this issue? What did you think of this issue, and what do you grade it?
Well, it was a very traumatic experience for me to see our boy Wreck Rap get impaled by the glider. But I'm hoping he'll pull through. Oh,
Dun,
it was
dun, dun, dun,
it was
dun,
pretty
dun, dun, dun.
it was pretty funny to see the living brain like work up this momentum to basically fizzle out and
There you go, all hyped up and everything, kind of like
yeah.
what Mike Tyson did in his fight. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh
whoa,
boy.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, ouch, ouch.
Ouch. Love you, Tyson.
Did you say Chuck Norris could beat Tyson and Jake Paul with two hands tied behind his back while being in a coma?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Yes, exactly.
But yeah, so yeah, I like the action. I liked, yeah, I'm liking the way they're utilizing Miss Marvel,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
and but yeah, I would give it. Yeah, I would think I would give it a straight 3.5.
Okay, okay. It's slightly lower than what you gave the other one, but I
Yeah.
did the same thing, so we was there. And then if you add those up, all the four issues we gave,
Hmm.
my adding is terrible, and I got a headache right now. So I get, well, carry the one, take out 3.69 hits. So that's it for this week for those issues. Next week we get to see the conclusion to this arc. Amazing Spider-Man 54 right here in the house. You know what I mean? As you see right there, both goblins. Spidey Goblin is beating up on the original Green Goblin there, so it's pretty interesting how we get the verses between the two, and will Peter, get himself out of that situation? But now he's got the full Goblin sins in him, so
Mm-hmm.
bum bum bum. And of course, issue. Then I guess this is the issue before the big issue 55. I don't remember what happens. I don't think I've read this one. I've read the last one, but I stopped on this one because I knew we were returning. So 55. I'm guessing not much happens in this one. It's
Right.
probably a one shot before the big arc, the next big arc with Tombstone. So those two are coming up next week, and 2 weeks from now, 2 Sundays from now, we're doing the big 950. So
Nice.
like it gets reversed. Like the legacy gets bigger and the regular number gets smaller. It's issue 56 of the run, but it's the big legacy 950 and Tombstone's back. So we already know that big arc is coming to an end. The Zeb Wells run is coming to an end. There's
Mm-hmm.
5 issues left after this one. With this one, it's all the way up to 60. So we'll see what happens in this run. You know what I mean? We'll see what happening with this whole thing. And with his daughter, Tombstone's daughter. This is my favorite arc of the Zeb Wells run. Um, the Goblin arc that's happening now is pretty damn good. I enjoy it. It's really good. A lot of people who hasn't been liking the run has read that arc with the Green Goblin and actually like it. So
Mm-hmm.
to each his own. That's gonna be our next few shows. I hope
Yeah.
everybody enjoys themselves. We had a couple of more visitors here towards the end.
Station sleepy.
Sleepy Rita, Damien, Station, and that boy Taqi, six one
Okay.
six,
Station.
Station, my man. Um, I hope everybody has a fantastic football Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's always football. That's why I'm always gonna rep my Jets, even though they stink. But I hope you're doing okay, my man. And
Oh yeah.
can't wait for next week, man. So no, sorry, no show and tell today. Hmm. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll be back with some show and tell next week. We gotta
Yeah.
gather up our stuff. It's hard times. We can't get something all the time, but we'll have something for you next week for the show and tell. But till next week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Station to all yous. Have a great week, my man. Primetime Tom. You have a great week, and
Thank you.
we'll keep on keeping on. Till next week, guys. Station. Much love.
Station.
Oh, I
Peace.
forgot to do it. If you're watching on the rewind or watching it live, thank you very much. Until next time. And of course, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, ding, ding that bell for notification to see a lot more wonderful videos like this one. And of course, everybody from PCP Army Bad Batch, their links are down below. Check out, they all have shows going on right now, including also Robbie Pop Culture Philosophers and all our friends out down in the box below. Check them out. Yeah, sorry, Sleepy. No show and tell this week. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm at my mom's. So and Tom's like, we'll take a break till next week. So, we'll promise you some good show next week. But till then, see you next week, 12 p.m. East. Uh what is it, 9 a.m. over there? You wake up, eat
Yeah.
your
Nice.
breakfast up in the West Coast and check us out. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, guys. Station, much love. Peace out.
Peace.
I did my own song so I can like finally do this.